So, buddy, we're in a
Mhm.
retirement match.
Uh-huh.
Last time we were in one of these, we won, and proceeded to go on a pretty big win streak and play for the team's title twice. But yeah, that's not this league.
Different division. Yeah.
It's a very different division. So here's the goal. Here's the goal, buddy. Let's win this one,
All right.
and then I don't give a shit about what else we do because this is just the fun thing, right? So let's just win so we can keep having fun, right? Right? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, my last 3 matches, which are losses, I landed on my opponent's strength. So hopefully I get more luck here today, and we'll see what happens. If not, then that is the story of my Warzone career. Then I always land on my opponent's strengths.
That would be very unfortunate. So let's make sure that doesn't happen. Let's make it, man.
All
Let's
right.
go.
Okay. 2022, first match of the year. And it could be my last match of the year. I have to say, like, I've always tried to have like fun with these, but this is really like nerve-wracking. This is probably the most nerve-wracking match I've ever had to worry about because it's a retirement match. And I just had my birthday this past week, so it's like if I needed to feel any older, now I'm talking retirement. Wonderful. But then again, nerves have always gone ahead and woken me up. I can't say I'll be on my best A game, but this is probably the most A game that's gonna happen if I ever had to do it. So, yeah, let's just get this underway and see what happens.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Multiplex Movie Warzone. We are here with a retirement match. The stakes have never been higher, except maybe when we play for title. I don't know if this is higher or lower stakes. Either way, we have got a retirement match today between Albert Wiradharma and Ryan O'Regan. Both, unfortunately, have gone on some losing streaks recently, and so this will be one of their last matches in Warzone singles. With me on the desk, we've got Mr. Bill Carriola. Bill, thoughts on the match we were about to see?
I mean, I know what it's like to go on losing streaks, so my heart goes out to these guys. And having played both of them, I know they're good competitors. So we'll see who pulls out the W because it can't end in a tie. So
it cannot end in a tie. This is true. So with that being said, we will bring in our competitors and we will get into round number one. Round number one is going to work like this. You will get 8 different questions in 8 different categories from the realm of general movies. If you get the question correct, you will get a point. If you get the question incorrect, you will not get a point. You will have approximately 15 seconds to write your answer down on your whiteboard. Reminder to both competitors that you have 3 repeats and a challenge to use throughout the match. Any questions before we get going?
Nope.
No, let's rip off this Band-Aid.
All right, then we will get going with round number one with your first question, which will come in the category of recent releases. What recent release is about a group of people making a porn film when one by one they get murdered by the elderly couple that owns the farm?
So many jokes, but I will make none of them because we're trying to be a family show.
This is, I've asked, at least I'm not asking questions about porn films at the church anymore because that was a thing that would happen when I filmed at the church. 5,
Totally fair.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Albert.
X.
And Ryan.
Yeah, it's just an X.
It is just an X. Both are correct.
All right, gentlemen, your next question comes in the category of animation. Who voices the title character in 2018's The Grinch? I've not seen this.
I've caught like bits and pieces of it in the background while I was doing other things.
This is Illumination, right?
Yeah, it's no Lorax, but
they're pretty bad from what I've seen so far from that company.
3, 2. Lorax's masterpiece. 1. Pens down. We'll go to Ryan.
One of the many Doctor Strange variants. It was Benedict Cumberbatch.
And Albert.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Both correct. So to question number 3 in the category of romance. What is the profession of Helen Hunt's character in As Good as It Gets? Kaleb Koho saying that 2018's The Grinch was the only film he walked out of released in 2018. Didn't you see the 1517 to Paris in theaters?
Well, then there you go.
Bold choice of that one. 5,
Oh yeah, wow.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Albert
I said nurse.
and Ryan.
I said painter, but I confused it with the other character.
Both incorrect. Looking for waitress. She's a waitress.
Oh yeah, the restaurant. God damn it.
Your next question comes to the category of actors and actresses. Who has appeared in the following films? You've Got Mail, Kate and Leopold, and City of Angels.
And Albert, can you just get your...
Oh,
Yep.
Oh, yeah, you're good.
I've seen all three of these.
I have seen one of these.
Is it Kate Leopold?
No.
Yeah, you should. It's actually
It's
that's
You
a
Got
film.
Mail. 5,
That's a film.
4,
That makes
3.
choices.
2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Ryan
Is it Meg Ryan?
and Albert.
I said Parker Posey.
Meg Ryan is correct. So Ryan,
Yes,
you
namesake.
won't lead. Move to the next question in the category of horror. Who is ultimately revealed to be the killer in the first Friday the 13th film?
Having seen this blows my mind. It spawned out that many sequels.
And none of them are good. Not even this one.
I'll have you know, Jason Lives and Jason X.
Jason X is the best
Solid.
one, but
It's
5,
so good.
4,
He went to space.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Albert
Paola Voorhees.
and Ryan.
I said Mrs. Voorhees, Jason's mom.
We will take both answers.
All right. Your next question is an action adventure. Bad Boys 2 is set in what U.S. city?
But, Friday the 13th. They're all they're not like all the same because like they do some different things.
He fights a telekinesis person. Part 7.
And that's not a good thing.
I
4,
beg to differ.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Ryan
Pure guess on my end. Miami?
and Albert.
Miami.
Both remembered the hit song by Mr. Willard Smith. Miami is correct.
That
To
is what
your penultimate question in the category of classics. Who directed The Graduate? So the thing with this film, so like when me and my girlfriend do movie nights, we'll like scroll through Netflix and we go to like romantic comedies. And I always suggest this under romantic comedies, which like I understand, but it's a very bad choice to watch if you're looking for like a romantic comedy to watch with the woman you love.
Yeah.
4,
I mean, yeah.
2, 1. Pens down. Nothing says romance like banging your girlfriend's mom. Albert
Wow.
Mike Nichols.
and Ryan.
I don't know why I put this. I said Neil Simon.
Mike Nichols is correct. So Albert ties the game as we get to your final question.
Which is in movie release dates.
Oh,
What year saw the release of Alien, Star Trek the Motion Picture, and Moonraker?
One
Again.
of these.
All three.
No.
No, I've
Oh,
seen all
you mean
three
you've
of
seen
these.
all three? I thought you meant all three
Yeah.
good movies. I was like, no, Bill. One great movie.
One
two
great
garbage
movie. One's a fun movie, and the other one's Star Trek the Motion Picture.
We're Star Trek the Motion Picture. We're Star Trek movie 3.
Oh my god, it's
2,
like 20 minutes of nothing happening.
1. Pens down. We'll go to Ryan
I said 1980.
and Albert.
I said 1979.
1979 is correct. Ryan, Otis sandwich, as used to be a thing. So at the end of round number 1, I have Albert at 6, Ryan at 5. Is that what you have, Bill?
That is what I have.
All right, then we will get into round number 2. Round number 2 is our wheel round. We will bring up the lovely wheel from wheeldecide.com. The wheel has 8 different categories on it, as well as spinners and opponent's choice. Our competitor, in this case, Albert, will get to choose whether he would like to spin first or defer. Whichever player spins, if they like what they get on their first spin, they can keep it, or they can choose to spin again unless they land on opponent's choice. Whatever they land on, they will get 5 questions worth 2 points apiece, or you can go to multiple choice for 1 point, but reminder, stealing is available, so your opponent can take those points away from you. Your categories on the wheel today are Fandom Disney Animation, MCU, the 1980s, horror, Haley Steinfeld, Abbott and Costello, recent releases, and action adventure. So with that being said, Albert, we will bring in your manager. Would you like to spin first or defer?
I say we let him go first.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, then we will send Koho backstage. Ryan, this is your first spin. And you land in your strength of Abbott and Costello. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
Let's keep it.
All right, keeping it. Bill, I will have you read the questions in the category of Abbott and Costello.
Perfect, but I was not alive when these were made. So, all right. Ryan, are you ready?
Yes.
Your first question in Abbott Costello. Who directed Abbott and Costello Meet the Mummy?
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, Charles Lamont, B, Arthur Lubin, C, Norman Z. McLeod, or D, Charles Barton. And if I could just get your other hand.
Ryan, can we just get your...
Yep.
I'm
5,
gonna say
3, 2.
B.
That is incorrect. Albert, chance for the 1 point steal. Your options are A, Charles Lamont, B, Arthur Lubin, C, Norman Z. McLeod, or D, Charles Barton.
C.
Is also incorrect. We were looking for A, Charles Lamont. All right. Your next question. What kind of business were Doc and Whiskey fired from towards the beginning of Rio Rita?
Rio Rita. Damn, that's a Nazi one. Multiple choice.
All right. Your multiple choice options are A, a general store, B, train station, C, museum, or D, pet store.
I think it was a general store. Final answer.
That is incorrect. Albert, chance for a 1 point steal. Your options are A, general store, B, train station, C, museum, or D, pet store.
Train station?
Is also incorrect. We look for D, pet store.
Okay.
All right. Your next question. What is the name of the hotel that Abbott and Costello meet the killer Boris Karloff takes place at?
Oh, these are deeper cuts than I would have expected. Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, Windy Pines, B, Lost Caverns, C, Shady Sands, or D, Twilight Peaks.
Can I get a repeat on those?
4.
On the option, sure. Is it A, Windy Pines, B, Lost Caverns, C, Shady Sands, or D, Twilight Peaks?
I want to pick
5.
B. Final answer.
4.
That's correct for 1 point. All right. Your next question. Who plays Aunt Huddy in Coming Around the Mountain?
Oh, boy. You can almost forget how big their discography is.
5, 4.
Multiple choice.
All right. Your multiple choice options are A, Ann Miller, B, Margaret Hamilton, C, Margaret Dumont, or D, Faye Bainter.
C.
5.
That is incorrect. Albert, chance for 1 point steal. Your options are A, Ann Miller, B, Margaret Hamilton, C, Margaret Dumont, or D, Faye Bainter.
A.
A is also incorrect. We look for B, Margaret Hamilton.
Yeah, I picked the wrong Margaret.
All right. And your final question in the category of Abbott and Costello. How does LeMays think Abercrombie dies towards the end of Abbott and Costello in Hollywood?
Oh, boy.
Five, four.
Multiple choice.
All right. Your multiple choice options are A, drowns, B, electrocuted, C, shot, or D, falls to death.
I'm sorry, what was the last one?
Can I do just a
No,
repeat?
you
Yeah,
might
just
as
give them
well.
before.
Okay,
If you can,
yeah.
just give them before you pick the options.
All right. Is it A, drowns, B, electrocuted, C, shot, or D, falls to death?
D,
Five.
falls to death.
Four.
That is incorrect. Albert, chance for 1 point steal. Your options are A, drowns, B, electrocuted, C, shot, or D, falls to death.
Drowns.
That is correct for the 1 point steal.
So I have Albert with a 1 point steal getting up to 7. O'Regan getting himself up to 6. Is that what you have, Bill?
That is what I have.
All right, then we will bring back up the wheel and we'll bring back in Kaleb Koho for Albert's first spin at the wheel. And you get a free respin.
Cool. Mrs. Wheel loves Abbott Costello.
It does. You land on the 1980s. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
I think you can spin again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think so.
All right, spinning again. Whatever you land on, you will be stuck with. And the wheel wants you to have the 1980s.
All right, use multiple choice, use repeats, you're good.
Okay.
All right, Albert, I will be giving you questions from our childhood in the 1980s. Are you ready?
Sure.
All right, your first question. What is the profession of James Brown's character in The Blues Brothers?
Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are, is it A, preacher, B, music store owner, C, cook, or D, judge?
B.
B is incorrect. Ryan, for the 1 point steal, is it A, preacher, B, music store owner, C, cook, or D, judge?
A, preacher.
That is correct for a 1 point steal. Your second question. What country is Prince Humperdinck ruler of in The Princess Bride? Five.
Gotta play it safe. Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, Florin, B, Andalasia, C, Gilder, or D, Fantasia.
Florin?
That is correct for 1 point. Who is the first historical figure that comes to the present in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure?
First one. Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, Socrates, B, Billy the Kid, C, Joan of Arc, or D, Napoleon Bonaparte.
Napoleon.
That is correct for 1 point. At the end of Say Anything, Lloyd accompanies Diane on a trip to what country?
England.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question. Michael Palin, Bob Hoskins, and Ian Holm have supporting roles in what 80s film?
Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, Brazil, B, Time Bandits, C, The Neverending Story, or D, A Fish Called Wanda.
A Fish Called Wanda.
That is incorrect. Ryan, for the 1 point steal, is it A, Brazil, B, Time Bandits, C, The Neverending Story, or D, A Fish Called Wanda? Five.
Would it be
4.
A, Brazil?
That is correct for a 1 point steal. So at the end of round number 2, I have Albert at 11, Ryan at 8. Is that what you have, Bill?
Exactly what I have.
All right, then we will get into round number 3. Round number 3, as always, is our pick your poison round. Our competitors will get to choose what they want for their 1, 2, 3, and 4 point questions. The categories they can choose from today are Emma Stone, Jim Carrey, scores and soundtracks, action adventure, sports, horror, comedy, and recent releases. So with that being said, we will let our competitors choose what they want for their 1, 2, 3, and 4 point questions. We will be right back. All right, we are back. Our competitors have had the chance to choose what they want for their 1, 2, 3, and 4 point questions. Albert has chosen his 1 in action adventure, his 2 in scores and soundtracks, his 3 in recent releases, and his 4 in Emma Stone. Whereas Ryan has chosen his 1 in horror, his 2 in recent releases, his 3 in comedy, and his 4 in Jim Carrey. We will start with Ryan as he is behind, and I will ask his questions since Bill asked him the questions in round number 2. So Ryan, are you ready for your 1 point question in the category of horror?
Ready as I'll ever be.
All right, your 1 point question. What horror film focuses on a character named Seth Brundle?
The Fly.
That's correct for 1 point. And your 2 point question in recent releases to tie the game. King Richard centers around the father of what 2 real-life athletes?
Venus and Serena Williams.
That's correct for 2 points and a tie game.
All right. So, Albert, I will ask you your question in action adventure for 1 point if you are ready.
Yep.
Who plays Simon Gruber in Die Hard with a Vengeance?
Five, 4, 3.
Samuel L. Jackson.
That is incorrect. We're looking for Jeremy Irons.
Okay.
All right. So I'll give you your 2-pointer in scores and soundtracks if you're ready. Destiny's Child released Independent Woman Part 1 for what action film?
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Bad Boys.
That's incorrect. We're looking for Charlie's Angels.
Oh my God.
All right.
Okay.
We'll go back to Ryan.
Oh, because he has more
Ryan's
questions.
3 point question.
Got it.
As they have the same number of questions, they are tied. So Ryan, your 3 point question in the category of comedy. What industry does Steve Martin's character work in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Repeat the question.
All right, that is your first repeat. What industry does Steve Martin's character work in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles?
What industry? God damn this.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Toiletries on them.
That is incorrect. We're looking for advertising.
Advertising. Jesus Christ.
So we will go back to Albert for his 3 point question in recent releases.
As soon as I get there, there we go. 3 points. Okay. Albert, your 3-pointer in recent releases. Who plays Harbor Master Nilo in Jungle Cruise?
Paul Giamatti.
That is correct for 3 points.
All right, so here is the situation. We will go back to Ryan for his 4-point question. If he hits, he will send it back to Albert, who will have to hit his 4-point question. Otherwise, Albert will be the winner. Ryan, you still have 2 repeats left. Are you ready for your 4-point question?
No, but I'll do it.
All right, your 4-point question in the category of Jim Carrey. In Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events, what is the first way in which Count Olaf attempts to kill the Baudelaire children? And we will take a general description of the method. Five, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
All right, you got 1 left. In Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events, what is the first way in which Count Olaf attempts to kill the Baudelaire children? Five, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
All right, that is your last repeat. In Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events, what is the first way in which Count Olaf attempts to kill the Baudelaire children?
The only thing that comes to mind. He tries to have them hit by a train.
That is correct for 4 points.
I wasn't sure how specific I had to go with that.
So we will go back to Albert for his 4-point question for the win.
All right, let me get there. All right. Albert, your 4-point question in the category of Emma Stone.
Mm-hmm.
What is the name of the sorority that Emma Stone's character is a member of in The House Buddy?
Zeta Alpha Zeta.
And your winner, Albert Wiradharma. Zeta Alpha Zeta is the correct answer. A great match from both competitors. We will get into our
Good game, Ryan.
interviews, starting with
Good
our
job, Albert. That was a
second
nice
place
pull.
finisher, Ryan O'Regan. Ryan, you played the best you could. Like you said, I think those Abbott and Costello questions just weren't necessarily what you were hoping for in the category, but you managed to pull it back, managed to keep it close. Albert had to hit his 4 to beat you. Your pull on the 4 was very well done. Thoughts on the match that you just played?
Yeah, no, I had taken Abbott and Costello simply because someone else had chosen it in a previous match, and I was actually confident after answering their questions for that one match. So, yeah, those questions were a lot deeper than I was expecting. Oh boy, credit to Multiplex for always going ahead and not throwing any softballs. But yeah, that's probably where I really tripped up the most. I'm probably gonna hurt myself over that Neil Simon guess too, because I know that was just silly. It was just the first big name that came to mind. But yeah, I mean, what can you say when you only get so few attempts at these sort of things? You practice all you can at home, and you either you have it or you don't. That's the way of it goes. So it's been fun for the most part, and I know there are people that are a lot more heated and competitive with this sort of stuff. Hopefully they just enjoy it while they do it like that. And I guess I'll just be watching from the sidelines, cheering on somebody. I don't know who's the big names right now, but if anything, I'll always watch you two guys, because you two guys are always fun to watch. Cameron with his calm, cool demeanor, and Bill being from Philadelphia. So
That's not a personality trait. That's just where I'm from.
Fair enough.
I would beg to differ, but that's just my Jersey stream of mind thinking.
Unfortunately, this is the end of your singles career in Warzone. You are still more than welcome to play in teams. If you can find a teammate, we will happily have you. But yeah, thank you for playing. You put up a hell of a fight. But with that being said, we will say goodbye to Ryan, and we'll bring in tonight's winner, Albert Wiradharma. Albert, it was a close match. It was a great match. Like I said, you had to hit your forward to do it, and you managed to pull it out. I will say a moment for me was seeing Koho's insane reaction backstage when you hit the "say anything" question with zero hesitation. Thoughts on the match you just played?
Very excited at that moment.
It's super nerve-wracking. Probably shouldn't be drinking energy drink this late with this super nerve-wracking. My heart's like pumping like insane. But that was stressful. The say anything one, I know that somehow. And yeah, the last question. Shout out to Matthew Chen helping me prep. That was one of the stuff that Matthew Chen asked me. Shout out to him. And also to testament to Ryan O'Regan for that Abbott and Costello. I don't know if you noticed, I've been binging Abbott and Costello. I froze there. It's not a good idea to binge Abbott and Costello study. They all mesh in all together. So I miss a lot of those steals as well. But yeah, that was
yeah, you know, if you want to lose your mind, read all of Albert's Abbott and Costello reviews.
I'm not done yet.
But yeah, no. The 4-point poll, I was so excited. I was definitely sweating through this whole thing. But hey, we proved it. We win retirement matches. We don't go down on retirement matches. We retire on our own terms in this fashion.
Yeah, absolutely. So with that being said, Albert, you are now 1-3. You will be allowed to have another match. Is there anyone you would like to face in said other match?
I'm not going to do the thing I normally do. We don't want that one. We don't want that smoke. Okay. But I would say I don't know. Who is Ryan Permison or Hunter Trambles around? Like one of them.
Ryan Permison is already retired.
Damn it, Jim Green! Why do you have to do that to me?
And I don't know about Hunter. I think he may also be retired. I didn't work here when that happened.
I don't know. If Hunter's around, that's basically a free W. So we'll take that.
Well, all right.
Words.
Well, we will say goodbye to Koho and to Albert, and we'll go for final thoughts. Bill, final thoughts on the match that we just saw.
I've always said that you can't complain about it being a good or bad, like being a bad match when you both have to answer your last questions. And they both did. And they both pulled it out, just went one way and not the other. So I've been there so many times. So I understand how that feels. But no, honestly, yeah, they both put up a hell of a fight. So.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a great match from both competitors. We are sorry to see Ryan go. We are excited to see what Albert does next. But with that being said, this has been Multiplex Movie Warzone. Thank you all for watching. On behalf of Bill Carriola, Kaleb Koho, Ryan O'Regan, Albert Wiradharma, and everyone else here at Movie Warzone, I have been Cameron Holzman. Thank you for watching. Have a great whatever time of day it is that you're watching this match.
Goodbye. Later.
After you, Junior. We'll always have Paris.
Bye-bye, boys.
Have fun storming the castle.
Think it'll wait?
If it take a
Bye-bye.